Cosmic Bull. Hi, Taurus. Hi, Bull Gang. This is going to be your reading for the next 7 to 10 days, moving into the second week of September, moving into the half moon cycle. So here we are. Thanks for being here with me, Taurus. If you're new, welcome to Moon Body Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Link to my website to check out readings, human design analysis, one-on-one coaching, and tarot is down in the description below. All right, let's begin. Taurus, you're going through some interesting stuff personally right now. It's definitely time to take action towards major change. You need to kind of make it up as you go along, and you do need to believe that luck is on your side. Watch out for wearing rose-tinted glasses, though, but there is quite a bit going on for you. We've got the planet of Uranus impacting you right now. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and an awakening. There will be an awakening. There is potential for sudden change. Be ready for surprises right now. Be ready to surprise yourself. Uranus comes out when it's time to stop doing something the same way we've always done because it's not bringing advancement and growth, and it's time to do something different. It may feel very radical. It may be very rebellious as well. It could also be very pioneering because the constellation of Aries is really influencing you right now. The energy around you is very dynamic and it is very spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely. You could have an Aries or a Sagittarius coming towards you right now. Those people could be around you. But again, I'm feeling like these are just the constellations influencing you. You will feel very pioneering right now. You are likely to do something very different. It may involve a lot of passion and a lot of drive and even aggression. It may be something born out of a really strong need for change that makes you feel like you have to fight for yourself in some way. Aries will stand up and lead the charge. I think you're taking yourself very seriously right now. You're willing to do what you have to do to make changes. And Aries is pushing you to be dynamic and be spontaneous. Don't be afraid to go out on a limb. Your catalyst or challenge is your confidence and your enthusiasm. Do you believe that good things can happen to you? Sagittarius is known as the lucky sign. They kind of make things up as they go along, wander through life. And the authority they have over themselves is their laid back confidence. Shadow traits. Maybe not willing to go so deep, assuming everything will always just work out. Watch out for doing that. Watch out for just like resting on your laurels and thinking, oh, everything will be fine. Don't put on rose-tinted glasses either. But it's important to believe in yourself right now, Taurus. Be confident. Be enthusiastic. Take action. I'm hearing if you want something to be different, this is the week to do it. And you have to be ballsy and you have to go for it. And it may feel completely out of left field within you, around you. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah, it's going to be one of those weeks. Or you may experience someone coming towards you with these new innovative ideas. Something very radical could change in the environment or within you. Within you, it's very interesting. My guides called me to use the Kim Cran's Wild Unknown Archetype Oracle deck, which my guides basically don't let me use this deck very often. I'll say, can I use this deck for this sign or this reading? And they say, no. It's a very special deck. The oracles and the messengers, I guess, attached to this deck only really want me to use it when they think it's very important and very significant. So I thought it was kind of amazing that they wanted me to use this deck for you. It meant something personal, something important for you. The nectar came out and the crone came out on its side. We have the shapeshifter in the upright at the bottom of the deck. The nectar, the crone, the shapeshifter coming out of a cave, no longer staring at a version of yourself in the mirror that isn't working. Some of you right now are noticing that the fountain of youth is like not an eternal spring with the crone here. The crone is someone that accepts the aging process. They accept the unknown mysteries of like the later parts of our life. The crone has collected a lot of wisdom through life experience. You know, that knowledge and that life experience is then transmuted into wisdom. She's older. He or she is older or wiser, cackles in the face of death, cackles in the face of the odd and the obscure and the fucked upness of life. Like, she's been through it all. She's seen it all. But, you know, with the circular deck, the way it was created, like the way it falls, we go this way and it sort of goes through a journey. And I think that with the nectar coming out, which is about healing elixirs, it's very much associated with the Fountain of Youth. And the crone here and the shapeshifter, it's pretty obvious what Spirit sees some of you going through. This is about the aging process. This is about physical changes, physiological changes, hormonal changes. It was difficult for you to accept the aging process. You were bitter about it maybe for a while. You don't want to feel that way. I feel as though with the crone almost in the upright, there was this more mature, older figure. If it's not you, it might be someone else around you. There's a need to be your best, look your best, embrace where you are right now in life, but believe, like, accept change. Like, your shape is literally shifting. That's what happens to us as we age. The nectar is like, drink from the fountain of youth. And the crone's like, well, I can only shape shift so much. Some of you will be very focused on health and wellness. I think you are radically accepting this process of life as a human being on earth. I do think you're trying to reconnect to your wisdom. I think that you want to embrace the changes physically that your body is going through, that you're going through, but you want to let go of that bitterness. Some of you will come upon some like new healing remedies. You're trying to accept change, but I think this is about like aging gracefully. I'm hearing trying to age gracefully at this time. Some of you have spent like too much time alone looking at yourself in the mirror and like seeing a version of yourself. Like, who are you anymore? Because the mirror speaks to like narcissism, even where when we look at ourselves, the mirror and it's like connection to a narcissistic mentality. Sorry, that's like a dirty word for a lot of people. You may think I'm insulting you. I'm not. We all have a moment like this where we look in the mirror and we're like, that's not what I'm really seeing. What I'm really seeing is this. And we sort of put everything through a filter, and we have like a fake self and a false self, and we play it out on social media and with our bodies and makeup and clothes. And some of you were like feeling badly about yourself. I'm hearing like, I'm getting old. Who would want me? I'm not youthful anymore. Oh my God, I have to buy like a $200 facial cleanser or something. I don't like the way I look. That was an old story, I think, that you were telling yourself, Taurus. Somebody might have put that in your head that like you weren't good enough. You had to be something that you weren't. It may have caused you to withdraw. Someone may have hurt your self-esteem. That could have happened a long time ago or recently. And so there is this need to transform, but there's also a desire to embrace who you are and where you are in your life right now. If any of you had the negative influence of an older woman in your life, mother, grandmother, boss, anyone around you, even your neighbor, like that might have like impacted you negatively in your own narrative of yourself. I feel like you want to be your best, but embrace where you are right now, letting go of other people's stories of like beauty and aging and what it means to be a man or a woman and those life cycles we go through. It's like, I'm going to do this my own way. I'm not going to hide in a cave and look in a mirror and tell myself I'm one way when I'm not. I can change in positive ways without pretending that I'm like 20 years younger than I actually am. That's what I'm hearing. Like, and I think that will like massively shift your perceptions too and give you more confidence. Like I'm seeing that some of you are like getting your mojo back. Like it's time to take action towards something. And a lot of it might have been about like your personal self-esteem and you couldn't, but now you can. I love that. Health, life path. You're carefully moving towards something with, there are temporary obstacles. You're carefully, affectionately tending to your life, tending to the garden. The obstacles you're facing right now are temporary, Taurus. You need to be patient. You're carefully nurturing something here, but Be patient, let things unfold. Obstacles are a natural part of life. You guys are usually pretty good with obstacles. You don't give up quickly. Typically, Taurus will just be like, oh, there's an obstacle. Oh, I don't need to jump over it or go around it. I can just go right through it and knock it over, right? That's Taurus. That's the bull. It's like, I'll take care of this blockade. Everybody stand back. You're not doing that this time. It's like, maybe I need to approach this a little bit more carefully. Like, I can't just go barreling into something and quite literally bulldozing it over, right? That's what Taurus does to obstacles. You're the annihilators of obstacles, like obstacles, schmobstacles, whatever. You're being careful right now with the way you move towards something, the way you care about something. You're not going in guns blazing for any reason. It's gentle, it's careful. It's a lot of emotion behind what you're doing right now. And you know that if you move more quickly, it could be disruptive. So we're moving more slowly and approaching obstacles very carefully. I do believe that emotionally you will navigate around the obstacles. Like you're in water, you can't go through it. You're on a very emotional journey right now. But your challenge is being patient with change. You could come across like something that you're like, yeah, this is the change I need to make. This is the direction I need to go. It may be very innovative. It may be very technologically new and advanced even. It may, like Uranus and Aquarius are often involved with like the advancement of civilization and technology and the way we do things. Like you may come across something, a tool even that could help you move very quickly, really advance, but it is radical and it is different. There are still obstacles. You just need to be patient. You need to be patient with health, with life path, with the way you're moving through life. You're approaching things in a way that you haven't before. And also anything that's aging or kind of falling apart, you'll just shift the shape. You'll kind of fix it up. That could be physically, that could be anything in your environment. Youthful rejuvenation of some kind. When it comes to relationships, it doesn't matter if you're single and dating or family relationships, working relationships, friendships, any and all relationships. We're diving into the I Ching here. I use a lot of Taoism in my divination these days, which I like because it's more general and it's more encompassing. That's why I'm involving the I Ching hexagrams. But in relationship, there is mutual attraction right now. I like you, you like me. Let's see where it goes. And there is enthusiasm, hexagram 16, in relationships. So attracting the right kinds of people, the attractions are mutual right now for you. There is enthusiasm. Anyone new you meet, for relationships, for friendships, for anything, it's good. Like attracts like, happy and enthusiastic attracts that. But the catalyst or the challenge is the cauldron. And this is going to be very important for you because you're Taurus and you're ruled by Venus and you care very much about the material plane. And when it comes to family and social structures, morals and values, the cauldron is about our moral values and what we place importance on in tribal dynamics and community dynamics. So like when it comes to dating and relationships, do we place value on the same things for the same reasons? Do we protect the innocent or do we take advantage of them? You know, how do we move through life? What's important to you versus what's important to other people? This needs to be the focus right now in your relationships, Taurus, so that you make sure that, like, yes, there's a mutual attraction and there's enthusiasm, but the cauldron reminds you, how much do you really have in common with someone on a fundamental level? In the ways that it matters the most at the end of the day. That is there is a focus on at this time. So like for dating and stuff like that, Spirit's saying right now it's important for you to kind of be preoccupied with more than just attraction and enthusiasm. Like what kind of family does a person come from? What do they place value on and why? What are their morals? What are their principles? What are the rules that they live by? What communities are they a part of? What communities are you a part of? Is there a mutual attraction there? And can we be attracted to opposites at times? And can we have working, healthy relationships with people where like one of you is a Democrat, one of you is a Republican, one of you comes from one kind of culture or family background financially, spiritually, all that jazz, as opposed to someone else. Like, that is what you will be focusing on in relationships at this time. And that's good. That's important. The approach of spring is at the bottom of the deck. Something is about to bud. I love that. Be patient. They wanted me to do 3-card spread, past, present, and future. And I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to do relationship. And they said, no, this is what we want you to do. I do what your guides tell me. They did let me clarify. There is potentially a new opportunity coming in for you, but I think that you need to think about it a little bit here with the Hermit and the Ace of Pentacles. You're being handed something and you're like, I need to think about this. I need to process this. I need to self-reflect. You may get a really good hit of some kind in Virgo season. Here you are, Taurus. It would be a transformation. I have death. Interesting. So something new may be coming in for you in career or an opportunity of some kind. Something could be handed to you. It could even be a document or something like that. You will need to think about it. That's coming up. Recent past, the 9 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Nice. I'm like, tell me something I don't know about Taurus. They look good. They smell good. High earning potential, incredibly self-sufficient, very beautiful clothes, the best home and garden you've ever seen. Like, all of y'all are Martha Stewart all day long in every way. And you make it look really good, the self-sufficiency. With the 3 of Pentacles to the Hierophant, that's you, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is commitment. The Hierophant is community, spirituality even. A business, perhaps, part of something greater than yourself. The Hierophant is a system. It's very traditional. It's very grounded. There are rules that we follow, but it's supportive. Again, lots of fellowship as well. This could have been like growing a business, being in a serious relationship, attracting the right kinds of partnerships, the right kind of people. Some of you were recognized and rewarded as a leader by a bigger group outside of yourself. It might have been very social as well, because clarifying this is the 3 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. There you are. I think that's you. Could have been another earth sign, another Taurus even, and the 8 of Pentacles. This looks like work, community, family. You were doing really well, very connected, fantastic social circle. You're in the middle of it all, working. This looks like entrepreneurship or standing on your own 2 feet. Cultivating a lot of gratitude as well, a lot of like connectiveness. Yeah, I'm hearing like social leadership, working really hard, bringing people together, and looking really good in the middle of it. Money has been good. Work has been good. And I'm like, yes, this is exactly how Taurus wants to live. Absolutely. Beautiful. Beautiful. But right now, you look a little stressed out about family, hearth and home, and money. You did really well here, right? In the recent past. And felt really great about yourself, had a lot of authority. You were maybe seen as an expert in some way. A lot of stability. You look like a great catch if you're single too. But right now, we've got the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles. These kids are nickel and diming me to death. I can hear my mom saying that. She'd be like, you're nickel and diming me to death. Like, so when it comes to family, you know, that's what the 10 of Cups speaks to. Family, community, even. There's this anxiety. Of course, you're worried about hearth and home and family. That's all very important to you. And being able to provide, being able to make ends meet. I clarified this, and I have the Star, the 9 of Pentacles, and Justice. Okay, so you want to keep something going, feeling really good about yourself. Maybe you were doing really great financially. You had a nest egg. You were working well. People were responding to you. It looked good. And now it's like, oh my gosh, this is going to be expensive. I want it to continue to be amazing. I have a lot of hope here that I'm going to stay in this 9 of Pentacles energy, which is doing well, self-sufficient. I earned it all myself. I do really well. And Justice, this might be about like how much something costs for your family to live, or for like tuition for a kid, or maybe an investment. You might need to pay extra for a property right now. This could be like a community like fee or something that you have to pay. You want to keep your life in your home looking good, looking beautiful. You're hoping that an investment you make will be the right choice that will continue this for you. I also think that some of you need to, like, you're facing the fact that you have to balance where everything about you goes, not just your money, but also your time, your emotions, your attention, what you place value on, what's important to you. It's all about you up here, but now it's like, oh, I have to balance that out with other parts of my life. My kids, my grandkids, my parents, my children. Oh my gosh. This might be about a will, an inheritance, your property, what we're investing in. And there's a need for balance. You look very hopeful that things are going to go well. You want things to continue to go well, but it will come at a bit of a price. It won't unbalance your scales though, okay? Some of you want to be more generous than you can afford to be. Some of you have always been the very giving, I'm hearing like fairy godmother-ish kind of parent or like provider in your family. Or maybe you've done really well in that way and you want to be able to keep that going. Make sure you're just sustaining yourself and you don't feel like you're responsible for taking care of everyone else, Taurus. I notice that all earth signs are very devoted to their investments, to their homes, to their family, to their children. But you're not an ATM that like has a bottomless pit. You know what I mean? Emotionally, spiritually, tangibly, with money and all that. Because you do look anxious. I feel like you want to keep everybody happy. And yes, you're going to have to make a decision that may cost you to a degree. It's going to be okay. You do have to think about the consequences of your choice. You will have to live with them. You are possibly making some kind of a contract right now financially, and it will involve family. Make sure you're not in a keeping up with the Joneses kind of mentality right now, Taurus, okay? And if this isn't your energy, there may be anxiety about, like, this could have to do with like child support, mortgage, stuff like that, kids' tuition. You might have to work that out with a partner or something. Some of you feel like you've had to do it all on your own though, so there's anxiety. Don't give up hope. Make smart, fair choices. You've got this. You'll have enough, is what I'm hearing. You will have enough. But in the near future, something really cool is going to come in for you. I have the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Empress. And I clarified this, and I'm like, what's this about? And I have the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Wands. I did more clarification. Okay, so for some of you, this is a person coming towards you. You may have like offered them a job or handed them this new idea. They may have a new idea that they want to discuss with you. This could be a friend. This could be a business partner. This could also be a different aspect of you, Taurus, because the Empress, that's you, but the Empress is all four queens in the tarot combined. So you may have an activation of the Queen of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands is not like the Queen of Pentacles. She nurtures herself and others in the environment in a very different way. She'll put herself first a little bit more. It's more about like the personal direction of your life. Something just for you that's really exciting, makes you feel youthful, makes you feel passionate. So you could have this amazing new idea and you do want to stay grounded with it. It makes you feel more independent, enthusiastic. It's also, but again, this is either you feeling that way or someone coming towards you about that. You may get messages about it. I feel like the Queen of Wands is a person maybe coming towards you. They're coming towards you. They may message you. They're a little confused. They have a lot of choices. Like they could explore a lot of things, not just whatever they want to explore with you. They may send messages out to you and a bunch of other people. They are assessing for growth potential. This could potentially be like a new entrepreneurial venture or something exciting just for yourself. It's very, very independent, almost very single looking. And I was like, all right, well, Tell me more about the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So this is either you're embodying this, or this is someone coming towards you in the near future. You'll have to take it as it resonates for you. They could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. They have a fiery personality. They have a healthy ego as well. So clarifying her and this, I have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Magician. Okay, opening the heart chakra. This is coming from the heart. This wants to be developed. Someone may want to develop something here with you. They may also want to learn something from you, because the Page of Pentacles wants to develop a skill, and the Magician thinks they have a natural aptitude for it. They want to make it up as they go along. This person may want to engage with you in this way, like, let's make something happen. It also could be something that could bring, like, this may be something you want to do that's a new idea that would bring back some sense of independence and vitality for you. And I was like, all right, well, I pulled out my Oracle deck. Tell us more about this Queen of Wands, either within you or coming towards you. I'm just curious. I keep tabs on you and I'm kind of fawning, but this is a little too much for me. What's the rush? Okay, this may be someone coming towards you in the near future, Taurus, where they're like, I check in with you here and there. There may be something I want to develop, something I want to do with you. It could be any kind of relationship. They're just curious. They're in a mode of exploration, kind of dipping their toe in the water, but they're not getting in the pool. They check in and out with you, and they will continue to. They're kind of fawning at this point, where they might be putting something up on a pedestal to a degree. But then they pull back sometimes, like, this might be a little too much for me. This also might be something that you want to develop, that you want to get into. And you're just curious, you check in and out. Watch out for idealizing it or thinking it's just everything, because this is a situation that you may pull back from, or like, no, I can't take that on. I can't develop this new cool idea. I mean, I can give it a go, but I don't know if I can go full in. Or if this person is doing that towards you, they don't know that they can go full in. You may have a person that constantly comes towards you and activates this excitement in you, but then they kind of pull back. They want it to be easy. They don't really have much of a plan. And they do just want to casually kind of develop it here. But there is potential, if it's romance, it's potential for love. It's also potential for like a creative endeavor. So I'm like, all right, well, this will come towards Taurus. Here you are. If this is someone coming towards you to do something here with you, I wanted to know, how's Taurus going to feel about this? Judgment? Okay, it's a big deal. And then the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Okay, this will be a major decision. You have to really listen to the inner calling. You're also going to have to make the practical choice, Taurus, like weigh your odds. If I do this, this will happen. If I do this, this will happen. Also, do I have time to do this? Am I available for this? Do I really want to go this route with this person or with this energy? There will be anxiety here. You will have to work through your fears. It's almost as if you're not sure you want to do this yourself or with this person. Some of you maybe have been like sending out arrows to people for maybe like career or dating or something like that on a dating app or whatever. And there's a possibility that could happen, but then you just pull back or they pull back. If it's someone coming towards you, it's like, do I work with this person? Do I not work with this person? You're a little bit nervous about this, to work with this person or to do this, to explore this. So I pulled out the Moonology deck and I asked Spirit, what does Taurus need to hear? Like, this looks like they're trying to make a decision, either to do something with someone or to embody the Queen of Wands and develop something just for yourself. Very independent, very passionate, might even get you some attention, make you feel really good about yourself, might even put you in a role of leadership in some way. It's more self-focused than nurturing towards others. That doesn't mean that the Queen of Wands is selfish, though. You might be worried that you're going to take something on that makes you kind of selfish and takes you away from your other responsibilities that you feel so obligated to with family and all that. Or you're just not sure you want to do this with this person. Spirit's saying, have faith in your dreams at this time, but you do need to balance spirituality with practicality. Of course, earth signs are, like, this is the full moon in Pisces. You do want to have faith in your dream, and you do want to be dreamy. The Hierophant does speak to faith. Taurus reminds us to have faith. So here it is, this waxing crescent moon coming out will say, you know, you have to have faith in your dreams, but you can't be in la la land about it. Like, yes, have a dream and strive for it, but you do need to be practical. Luck is on your side, but some adjustments will be required. So Spirit's not saying don't do this. They're saying, no, this is actually part of a dream for you. And as long as you stay grounded and you balance like the spiritual way of looking at something, which is a more utopic way of thinking about something versus like real life on planet Earth. If you strike a balance between the two, luck is on your side. It could go better than you think. You don't have to say full on no. You can say yes to this and pursue this. Just, you're going to have to make just a few tweaks. You're going to have to make just a few tweaks. This may all have to do with vitality, revitalizing, but it could also maybe lead to some kind of a job opportunity, or you'll be given something. You're going to have to think about it though, Taurus. If this is another person coming towards you based on what I'm seeing here, you need to know that this person is maybe being a little unrealistic to a degree. They're mostly just curious. Like, they may come in and out and want to do something with you, but like, they're just keeping tabs. They're just seeing where it's going. And there is a bit of fawning. And every time they get super close, it's like, oh, what's the rush? I'm confused. This is like, or this is too much for me. This may be confusing. So you may need to just flat out say to a person, what is it exactly that you're looking for? And what is your level of commitment? Like, what is it that you want to do here? Am I the only person you want to do this with? Or are you doing it with other people? If this is something you want to do for yourself, Taurus, like, don't ignore this feeling of something is too much for you and you don't want to rush, okay? That's showing you your level of commitment in reality or someone else's level of commitment in reality. So Taurus, this week, like, it's going to go well, but this new opportunity is coming up. You do really need to be prepared for change, sudden change. You're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to believe in yourself. You may, pardon me, you may have to shift shape to a degree, but don't think that you have to let go of all the wisdom, okay? You don't have to stop being the crone. I'm also hearing that some of you may step down in some way and bring someone new in, or you can have some kind of new vitality. You would have to give it a go. Just give it a go, Taurus. It could go better than you think. Yeah. All right, Taurus, that is your message for this week. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps. Link to my website is down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Taurus. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.